Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see that.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kene Nwangwu, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And it is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. First and 10, Taylor now. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Back to Taylor on first down. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 48 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And bulldozing his way through. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Eagles much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. So they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
You look at this Eagle defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now here's a throw. It's complete. A solid stiff arm. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Nwangu. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kene Nwangu. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hurts. And this pass caught by Gray. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Extra point down the middle. And they'll make this 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49. Hurts fumbles it. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Taylor. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Able to push his way through. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. 23 yards on the tuck and run. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. From the 5, here's second and 2.
At the Dolphins 5-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles get a bit closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Flushed out right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Extra point spots the points. It's 28-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like you're getting caught in between here because an incompletion on first and second down. Now I worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer to get another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In motion left, that's Thornton. Second and 5. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That's good for Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And quickly they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Dolphins force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one. This time he did on the line. Third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's got his pass catching tight end, that's Pitts. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards to pick up there.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Second down. Here's Hurts. Able to find Gray here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now the pitch goes to Taylor. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 141 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. Now Hurts looking to change the play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. A give for Taylor running right side. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Play action. Here's Hurts. Forced out to his left. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw here. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Taylor will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
63.
Now they send a man in motion right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's good. For Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Brown goes in motion left. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. Still going. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Dolphins 42, Eagles 23.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Running left, Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And they will take a knee here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season.